No rest for the wicked. Next Marco mission after Hotel Miramar, Cape Fidala, 8th November 1942 in Morocco, where we still are. And this time we got a big old map here, big old big boy map this time, with a lot of objectives spread out across it. So we're gonna see how we're gonna do the planning here. I think we're going to do first a general planning and split maybe the mission into smaller checkpoints or check objectives. And when we reach those, we are gonna do a little detailed planning for the rest of it, because there's just a lot of ground to cover, a lot of things to do, and there's a lot of things which can go wrong. So let's first have a kind of generic big picture planning looking at this whole map. So our main objective is going to be capturing this gun control tower here to the southwest. But there are also the individual guns that need to be occupied. And they're scattered a little bit. So there's 2 of them here to the southwest next to the tower. There's 2 of them here, a bit to the center, north, the top of the center of the map. And also, if you look along here at the northeast, there are 2 guns which aren't marked as objectives, but we should for sure check them out. See if there's maybe some intel or something we can gain, or some secondary hidden objectives. There are a bunch of oil wells and buildings up here. There's something that looks like a small control post, so maybe there's something there we can check out. There seems to be a building here in the middle, which could be interesting. And there's a city here at the south, where next to our position where we begin. But it doesn't seem to be anything super unique or interesting in there. Probably there's a lot of enemies hiding in between the houses, but yeah. So about enemy positions, we know that, so we can see that there are 3 machine gun nests at least here next to the main objective, to the gun control tower. It's probably enemies occupying all of these other field gun positions. I'd be really surprised if they weren't. And if we look, we can see that there's some machine gun positions, probable entrenchments here, here. There could be some kind of enemies here watching this flank. There could be enemies in other places here in these buildings. I would expect to have some kind of enemy position here in this house in the middle, protecting kind of like the this choke point. Probably some more enemies here protecting the choke point as well, or maybe here in these other rocks. And of course I expect a huge enemy presence here in the city, covering in the little village here, covering the approach to the gun tower. Oh, and there's a church here where they, if this was real life, I would place maybe a sniper there, because there's a tower in it. Yeah, looks like we got our work cut out for us. And our presence is here to the southeast. We've got all 3 platoons, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we got 1st, 2nd, and 3rd platoon. So we got 3 platoons down here. But no heavy support, I think. There is actually a tank column supposed to come in later in this mission, but if we are able to finish the mission fast enough without the tanks, without the help, we get, if I remember correctly, you get special tanks from General Patton himself, and we get more prestige points and stuff. So, and for our personal pride, we're gonna try to do that. So we don't want to wait for tanks. We want to go in, go fast, take the objectives, and also clear the map. So, there's a little bit of discussion in the story phase before the mission. One of the lieutenants says that if we take this primary objective, the control tower here, it's highly probable that the enemy will surrender. The other lieutenant suggests that we should actually focus on taking these other smaller gun positions first, because they're probably less well defended, and when the guns are going to be taken out, the guys here in the main tower will basically have nothing left to command, and they will surrender. We're going to see what we have to do. So we looked at the big part of the map. I think we'll do a small planning. I think we'll split the more detailed planning into two parts. First, we're going to look at how. So number one, we're going to look at how we're going to have to get out of our initial position here, navigate the city, and then assault this primary objective and take out the two guns and the primary and the main tower. I think it's too much of a waste of time to first go and take out the guns here at the top, or take the guns first and then the tower. We should just go in, reach here, assault this position, and capture everything, and then see what we do about the rest of the map. So let's say we do plan 1 for until we reach, so this part, and until we reach here, capture this, and then we'll do a smaller planning number 2, where we consider how we are going to cover the rest of the map. And also see what conditions our platoons are when we take these objectives. We'll take this first objective, because that will influence what we can do with the second part. Alright, so I've zoomed in a little bit here to the lower half of the map. Let's see how we're going to plan our exit from this kind of bunker position we're starting in here in this beach. And remember, all of these positions, like this one, this one, they highly likely have some kind of, these two here as well, most likely have some kind of unit in them, most probably a long-range machine gun unit, so you gotta be very, very careful how we advance. We have one little area here where we can exit. Our men can get out of this bunker. I think also down here, and I think these guys, yeah, they are able to make a jump here across this wall. But looks like here they're not able to jump across the wall. Maybe, yeah, the wall is just taller here at the south. Okay, so the first big problem is gonna be this position here, which covers this exit. So if we're gonna move anyone here, for sure this guy's gonna see us and fire on us. He doesn't have view here, but we're not able. Yeah, these guys aren't able to jump over it. So we're gonna have to somehow start here at the top. So these parts here, up until this bend, are not covered by his vision. And these rocks here provide us a little bit of cover. This building has... we could occupy this building and also fire on him from a covered position, and we absolutely have to get troops into this little city down here. So once we get this guy, the next problem is going to be this position, which has vision across this part, and also this position which covers the open area. Okay, so good that we looked. So this position has vision including up to past this bend. So actually the safest place for our approach is going to be through this little patch of vegetation over here and across these rocks until we can get this position occupied. So the city will offer us some protection. It blocks the vision of this guy and of this guy. So that's going to be, these are going to be the important parts to take over for the approach, for exiting, be able to get out of here. And then we'll have to assault this position. Yeah, I think ideally we need to bring pretty much, we need to bring all our platoons, so the whole company somewhere. Oops. Hey. Oh, my dot wasn't working. Give me a second. Ah, that was the problem. Ah, sorry. So, ideally, I think what we want to do is to have, so we gotta get, so, okay, we gotta capture this position and this position. So we gotta go from one to the other. And then this position is also going to be important. And we want to move our platoons. We need at least 2 platoons. One of them here at the bottom. One of them here in this part. So that we're going to be able to stage an attack on an assault on this main objective. And probably a 3rd platoon. Yeah, maybe even a 3rd platoon. Either here somewhere, or we could just station it around here and use it to attack then the upper part of the map to get some time advantage. So as we talked, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to assault along these rock positions here somehow and get pressure on this position and take over this position. After this position is finished, we are gonna move here into the city, through this house and through these houses, and assault here through this city. And through this line of houses, we're probably going to be able to reach this position. Yeah. There's probably going to be enemies down here too in the city, so we have to be careful. Probably going to do some house-to-house fighting. We'll see how it goes. So let's focus into bringing the, let's try in the first part to bring our platoons, so at least 2 platoons here at the south through an assault position for the main objective, and 1 platoon around here in the middle of the map. And then we'll see in which situation we reach, in which situations our boys are when we reach these positions, and then we'll see how we'll go further on. So let's get ready. And remember, this mission, the enemy is gonna fire back on us. They are no longer demotivated, they are woken up, so this is the real firefight with real enemies. No more strolling in positions. No more enemies who don't op fire. Yeah, and remember from the last mission, we should not be just strolling around in the open, so we should keep away from this area here. There could be maybe machine guns or machine guns or cannons or something here covering all this area or this open area. We should keep to cover, keep to the houses, to the rocks, in order to be safe. Alright, let's get ready. Alright, so the first order of action is to get out of this little beachhead we dropped in here, and the first threat is going to be this machine gun position here. which blocks our exit through this part, and this machine gun position here, which is a little bit further but could still kind of block us here, and this machine gun position here next to the control tower, which has also some blocks of vision here and here. So first we have to get somebody to keep this position suppressed so that our other squads can start pouring into this little village out of here. So, leading by example, I'm gonna take first platoon, Lieutenant Pigeon. We're gonna creep here into this little forest, and then here into the rocks. We're using creep to maximize our chance of remaining hidden. And the other squads, not sure what to do with them. Well, I'm gonna bring Dapper squad over here around so that they can follow and support. If we need another squad, I want to change orientation. So, okay. Then Dearborn, why are you so far from your men? Over here. Over with your squads. Good guys. Okay, so don't move now with the first squad going out, but with the second one. Okay, Lieutenant Wilson, second platoon. We're gonna bolster.
There's no stopping now.
This sand is really blocking movement for the squads here. Going on here to get into position.
I've seen worse than this.
Get out of there. So you saw without bolster they barely move 1 hex. With bolster they move like 3 hexes. 2, 3, better. Okay, so now I think we can press. So 1, 2. We have 5. Let's see this. Range is 5. Yes, 5. So 1, 2, 4. We should be able to fire there. Yeah. So you can perform this recon by fire command. If you're.
Come on.
Shh. Okay, that bolster didn't do anything, but okay. So let's do a recon by fire. Yeah.
Teach Frenchy a lesson.
Okay, those guys will take us by surprise, so I will also put some of them out of action. We could fire again on them, but we could also leave the orders and try to move. You know what? Let's fire again.
Pull that trigger.
Make sure they're completely down. I think I could move next squad. They could go through here into this house. I think I might get fired on by this guy. So again, okay, these positions in this one are dangerous. Could move here to this house. Then they could get fired on by these two. Let's just sit here for now.
Keep firing.
And that was squad of him into this position. Okay, so now we should be able to move Lieutenant Dearborn. Squad. Be very careful when giving move orders to see which is the actual direction that your men will take. So you would think that they would take this ramp here, but actually As you can see, it appears the faster way is across this wall somehow. And if they move there, they will be exposed to fire from the machine gun there on the top from the west.
Don't give him an inch.
So give checkpoint orders with control. Okay, so one move order here. And then move into the house. Okay, nobody fired on us. So maybe there could be nobody there, or there could be just a rifle squad there, but I'm not sure yet. Let's move
Think I got
the other squads. Let's give a bolster
Keep it up.
and try to go for that house over there. Okay, still no fire. I think there could be either nobody here or just the rifle squad, or maybe a very low morale machine gun squad that they just don't see so far as to here. Okay, let's keep moving across the city here, and let's move up this other squad as well. They didn't want to move, but I mean, these guys are not gonna fire on you. Okay, whatever. Lieutenant Wilson, can we... Okay, this squad is blocking our exit here, so we can't do much. Just stack up the guys here, get ready. So...
Duncan, I'm counting on you.
So difficult to get movement going on here. Again, you can see, be very careful before giving move orders, because they will prefer going out on the street here, which will expose them to the machine gun fire. I want to keep here inside this lower position.
Go, go, go.
Okay, nothing else we can do.
I think I got one.
Those guys...
Hit
I'm gonna do one bolstered fire on them just
Listen
to
up!
make sure that their heads are kept down.
Fire! Keep moving.
Looks like they're surprised, so they still don't know where they're getting fired on. They haven't seen us yet. They just probably think the rocks, these rocks are shooting at them. Okay, let's go to Dearborn now.
Take cover.
We're gonna okay, first of all, let's move this squad over there
Think I got one.
and get them over here. Up, up, up. Okay, good. Now, okay, these guys can also fire on MG, but fine. Let's move here, advance in the city.
Move it!
Whoops, somebody's gonna fire on us. No, but okay, that was weird. So they're not seen yet, and they haven't seen anyone, but the camera moved a little bit. Now there's for sure somebody there. And there, but no contact so far. Okay, let's move this spot. Now we'll keep a little tentacle symbol here at the bottom, and we'll, for our second platoon we'll just go... Let's go here at the top. And... Okay, no more orders. I wanted to free up this house here, but this is not happening this turn. Some it's so difficult to move these squads at least.
Reloading. Watch your fire.
Go for first platoon.
Reloading.
Let's just advance. We can have 2 squads firing on these guys, which will actually do. Put their heads down.
Steady fire!
Oh, so we killed even. We get another one of them. How many people are there in the machine gun squad?
Moving.
Does it say? No. 16 range. That's a lot of range. So that's why we have to be careful when going into any kind of open position. Okay, let's keep firing on them.
Move. Move.
And then we'll move.
Up and at 'em, ladies!
We'll move here. The thing is, if we get up and
Your flank.
capture this position, we're gonna take fire from this guy, and who knows if there's any other position here, and they're just gonna render us useless. So I think it's okay. This house also. Man, this is like hell. Let's just move here. What now? So you really gotta be careful when advancing here.
Stay
Okay, but for now we got the airborne guys. So let's move the squad here. Oh, we're gonna get fired upon. Okay, so there was.
Ne prendre pas la pipe!
Okay, I assume there was only a rifle squad here, not a machine gun squad. There could still be a machine gun squad here though, so we gotta be careful. Oh, let's keep moving these other squads. Okay, there's somebody there too. Let's move this squad as well.
On your left. On your left.
Dear Lord. Again, be careful when giving orders. You see, he wants to go here in the open, which will probably get him killed. So give us control, left control, and give them orders to go on the way you want. Okay, so there's somebody there as well. These guys are hidden, but they just got shot on. They just got shot at by these guys. How are they hidden? Interesting.
Watch your flank.
Okay, but then let's move them here. Okay, now they're gonna get fired on by these guys.
Planquez-vous!
Okay, but it's fine because we are in cover. Well, at least we got these guys to use their orders a little bit.
Hit the dirt.
Oh, okay, no, you haven't. Now let's move second platoon, and we're gonna move second platoon to try to assault from below.
Get the BAR up here.
We gotta be careful with this open road here. Is there any position here? Like, okay. Okay, so you see this position has view here, here, and here. And this, if there's a machine gun here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so they can easily fire here if they have range 16. So you gotta be careful, don't step on that position and don't step on these 2 positions when we're going here, assaulting here from the bottom. So this is a dangerous hex there. Okay, but let's move. Let's get that spot there. And then we can move them all the way over here. Okay, these guys saw us. Okay, they fired on us. That's fine, because we're gonna cover. As long as you don't lose any men, that's fine, we can always rally.
Hit him hard.
So, let's do a bolster.
That's our way.
Keep it up.
I'm gonna move just the squad. So then I can bolster the other squad. And let's move there. Use those trees. Other squad. I'll leave them there so they can get bolstered by Lieutenant Wilson.
On your left.
And move with him in the next turn.
On your left. On your left.
Okay, there's some dogs barking now. Okay, so we're gonna keep firing
Come on.
this position, but we're not going to be assaulting it yet. Well, these dudes are so
Hit 'em
surprised,
hard, ladies.
even though we're firing from literally next door.
Stay on line. I got one.
Let's keep firing. Oh, also throwing grenades because we're so close.
Reloading. On your right.
These guys are probably here on the edge there, just cowering down behind their little trenches there. Let's move that squad
Take cover.
to this house. So we know there's only a rifle squad there, so they can't shoot us here. But okay, so we gotta get them through this corridor here. Let's go like that.
With me.
Hit the dirt.
And occupy the house. Excellent. And as for Dapper Squad,
My wife, I love her. Keep your heads down. Keep firing.
okay, so it looks like actually this bush over here cannot take fire from there. So we're gonna move Dapper Squad up here, and then the next turn we can move Jock Squad up to the bush
On your left.
and do like a little switch with Dapper Squad, and then we have somebody here we can fire on this position and this position, and probably on this position too, without getting pounded from this guy. We'll see. Okay, let's move first with creep, and then
Hit him hard. I got one.
oh, these guys gonna fire.
Révolution nationale.
Okay,
Allez au
guys.
diable.
Use the bolster, so they must have a leader with them. And you saw these guys got undaunted because they have a little bit of experience. Okay, let's move Lieutenant Tier 1's guys here in position. So there. And let's move this other squad here.
Take cover.
Let's see if we can move Lieutenant Dearborn here and do a rally. Excellent.
PAR up here.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so next turn we have all of second platoon here, which can fire a third platoon, which can
Give him an inch.
fire here and
Watch your fire.
suppress these guys. Should we
PAR up
fire?
here. Reloading. On your right.
You know what, let's do it. Let's fire on these guys to cover cover for a second before. Yeah, undaunted. Ah, okay. So we killed one guy from there, and they killed one guy from us here. They actually killed two. Oh man. We are in the house here. How did they manage that? Okay, whatever. So Dearborn's orders are spent. Let's keep on moving, bringing up second.
That's bully. Come on. Get those gams moving.
Okay, remember there's a spicy hexagon here. I think this one, yeah, so we should avoid that one. Instead go so here, but these guys can fire on us. Let's do the following. Let's move these guys here in heavy cover. And bring these guys here in this forest. We can start fighting.
VAR up here.
Suppressive fire!
They lost some more casualties there. Okay, and let's keep moving the squad. So
We need to get set up.
Lieutenant Wilson remains alone here. Hopefully nobody's gonna shoot him. These guys don't have range to shoot him, so it should be fine. Let's turn and see what happens. Oh, that's the enemy leader. Okay, so he's down there. Let's try to do some maneuvers here with first platoon. So like we said, we'll try to move. Okay, now let's just try to make sure that these guys don't get any shot off. Keep their heads down, and then let's do a little switch we had. So let's move. Why can't we? Bruh. Why can't we just directly move into here from here? Oh, it doesn't let me. So we gotta cross this one here. Make it fire on by these guys, but that's how it is. Let's go.
Teach Frenchy a lesson!
Ah!
Donnez-leur une pilule amère.
Be shot on by these guys here. Got a bolster. Well, these guys don't want to fire on us.
Putain!
Undaunted, so these guys are very experienced, so they're not so afraid. And now we're gonna be shot by. No shots. Okay, great. That could have gone much worse. What do we want to do with Dapper Squad? Do we want to move them here? Oh, let's just move them here. We'll keep. If we move them into this building, they're gonna be shut up like this machine gun here. They won't be able to do anything. Let's just keep them here and keep fighting at these guys. Okay, let's see if the enemy does anything. Looks like not. Let's use second platoon. Okay, so these guys don't have orders anymore, they cannot upfire. These guys don't have orders anymore, they cannot upfire. The problems are these guys down here. So let's use the current Dearborn. Let's fire on the squad.
Watch your fire.
So we're taking casualties.
Take cover.
Then move the current Dearborn up here in the rally. Oh, I can't rally.
Keep firing. Go, go, go.
No suppression. Okay, looks like they just lost. They just lost men. They got casualties. Okay, so we're gonna bolster.
Gentlemen, prepare for battle.
Oh, now we don't have any orders to fire them. Okay, I did a mistake there. So I wasted the bolster order, and now Dearborn doesn't have any more orders to activate the squad. Yeah, that's your leadership text in action.
Shift fire.
Okay, but now we could move in second to position. Where's the spicy? So the spicy hex is that one. So we're gonna maneuver to here with this squad.
Left foot, right foot.
On your right. On your right.
Into this house. Okay, great. Now we're gonna bring. Gonna bring this squad here.
Watch your flank.
And let's move Victor Wilson down here as well. And we can move them with this squad. And then we can rally them the next turn. Let's just keep these guys up there.
Get the BAR up here.
We got a good experience as well, great.
Keep it up. On your left. On your left.
Great, we got nothing else to do. And we turn. So let's see if we can
Stay down.
do a little
Reload. Hit the dirt.
These guys don't have vision, so we could do a little risk here with the
Hit the dirt.
third squad and try to take out these guys and the leader, because we got a good morale. What do you mean too far? Okay. Then we gotta do it another way. We're gonna rally this squad
Go slow.
with Wilson. Then we're gonna move to Wilson here and hope that he doesn't get shot to hill. What was the spicy hex again? There. Okay, so do not go on that hex. Lieutenant Wilson.
Left. On your left. Keep moving. Move up.
Okay, it's a little bit. Actually, not so. No, that's fine. So these guys don't have view on this one here. We can move Wilson just literally across the feet to these other guys. Now we can bolster this squad.
Bully, give it to him.
And now we can get these guys with our assault here, you know. And we're opening up this
Let's go
southern
pay
flank.
for our breakfast.
Yo, so we got their squad and we got one of the enemy lieutenants. Excellent. And we have even one more order here on this squad. So if we were feeling cheeky, we could... can't do another assault. Okay, we gotta be careful, but we can move them here to this house.
Hit the dirt.
And then we'll be able to fire on them. Okay, that's good. Okay, that was okay, that's also a rifle squad. Good. So now we have important information. There's no machine gun here, and there's no machine gun here. So the only, yeah, the only real danger for this open area here is gonna be this, this machine gun. Or actually none of them. Okay, so none of them have view here. Okay, so now we actually be safe to go here. Unless there's something here, these intersections. Okay. Let's activate first platoon. So we're gonna do the following. We are gonna do a rally first of this squad. And then we are gonna activate that squad and take this machine gun nest.
Come on.
I'll just take these guys out of their misery. And now we will probably get fired on by this machine gun here from the west. Okay, so staying up here is not good because they're just gonna keep firing on us. Okay, but these rocks here, they don't have vision on them, so yeah, let's just move down here. Okay, those guys are firing on us, but that's better than this big machine gun at the top there. We have a little bit high chance to fire on those guys, but what if we moved? This machine gun here has vision there. Okay, we're good. Leopard squad's gonna stay here for now. Let's risk and try firing on these guys. Let's see if we got the first shot off. Yeah, we got him. That's good.
Tell my wife I love her.
Okay, now let's see what we can do with the airborne boys. I think we could use this squad to get some... some assaults going. Okay, so these guys are pretty banged up because they lost some dudes, but we can bolster this squad. And take... This is the more dangerous squad.
What's your flank?
Let's get them. Let's go across the street and try to get them. They'll try to fire on us. If they do, it's going pretty bad. Oh, okay, fortunately they didn't get off a chance to fire on us. Oh, we're gonna get shot by machine guns? No. The view is blocked. We can do another assault here where we actually don't even need Dearborn, I hope. Oh, there was another enemy leader there, another lieutenant. Excellent. And so these guys are green, so they have good morale, but they don't have any orders, so they cannot fire on us. Let's move on up. Let's move third squad up here. Can we assault? Well, assault them next to the Dearborn. Okay, good. So we're slowly kind of reaching here our position, our tower. The Jock Squad is in a pretty good position here to fire on both of these guys. Okay, let's do it. Let's bolster first.
Come on!
Which didn't do anything, and fire on this squad.
Open fire!
Okay, actually, it got some casualties.
Move up.
Okay, bolster again.
Ready?
Fire on these other guys.
Keep firing! We're taking fire!
Okay, now,
Move up.
I can move the remaining squad up. Put them here across the buildings.
Come on already!
Oh, something's going on here.
Ne prendre pas la pipe!
Who's shooting? Ah, okay, these guys want to shoot, but
Tirez!
Dearborn shot them back first. It looks like these guys are losing men. The boys getting a little bit stressed here, but
Stay down. Keep it up.
we are in a war after all, so a little bit of stress is to be expected. Maybe we can use Dearborn and get these guys.
Watch your flank. Stay online.
Let's just get for the whiskey, let's do a bolster and then try to capture.
Take cover.
Let's distract him with this squad.
Fire!
Keep moving.
And now I think we can get a flank advantage on them. Ah, again I didn't look at the orders, bro. Man. Shit. I forgot the squad wasn't activated.
Shift fire.
Okay, that wasn't the most efficient use of orders, but that's how it is. Let's advance
Dirt.
the platoon here, but now we gotta start being careful about these machine gun nests on top here. So this White House here is in the line of fire. But actually these ones here, so this, we can advance here below. Okay, this position is but we can fire. Okay, so let's try to move in
Stay online.
here. Ah shit, there's an enemy there. Oh god. And they're gonna fire on us. Oh shit.
la mer!
Oh, we lost one guy there. Okay, that was a little bad. Should have expected there to be enemies in here, but fine, let's move. Here. And let's bring the other squads here for support. Of course, now we know there's enemies there.
Move up.
Yeah, but not in this White House, because this White House is a little bit spicy, can get fired upon from there. Just move him here. Move Lieutenant Wilson here to grab him the next turn. Okay, we've got a tanks. Coming up now, we should be able to give us some support. We don't know if there's any anti-tank positions around here. Okay, I found one. Let's see what range the tanks have. 15. Okay, so it's kind of like a machine gun. So actually we should. Okay, what range is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I think if we move a tank there, we won't be able to fire on that position. We'll fire on that gun. Okay, these sort of tanks in our...
Stay down.
I think we gotta turn around. Yeah, we can fire there. Excellent. So, bolster. Let's fire on that gun.
Stay down.
Okay, these Colonel Wilbur. Lieutenant Colonel Wilbur. So these guys are now with their heads down.
Keep your heads down.
We'll need another tank here. Take out this position. And if you remember our spicy square from here, we can now use that to fire on this machine gun.
Shift fire.
Let's move forward.
Go, go.
And we'll move a second tank to the spot. It's down here. Okay, and the last tank. Oh, no more orders for him.
Watch your fire.
Pour le maréchal. Bordel de merde!
Okay, let's use Lieutenant Wilbur. And we are gonna capture we're gonna move up these guys. Now they're too suppressed, they won't get off. And now we're gonna stop there and get them. We're going for the Wilbur. Oh, we also have them in the lead over there, interesting. Right, great. Now I guess we can rally this squad and Wilbur himself. And we can start moving the squad up here.
Move up.
Into the house. Heavy cover. Okay, Lieutenant Wilson.
Keep your heads down.
Okay, first we need to. We could rally that squad.
Stay on line.
Rally that squad. I want to get an assault going here. So I think we should be able to take. See, one order rally. Yeah, okay, we don't have enough orders for Wilson. Wilson here. We bolster this squad.
You're the 7th. Get in gear.
And now we should be able to take these guys out. And if we go through here, then the machine guns don't have view on us. So let's get them.
Let's go.
Go, go,
Grab your
go!
boondockers and let's go.
Okay, we got him. And there was an enemy lieutenant with him as well. Boom! And another squad right here. Can we assault them?
Shift fire.
Ah, they're too close. Let's just fire on them. Grenades and everything. So we call some casualties as well. Okay, then everyone's spent here.
Keep moving.
And we can move on. So let's be careful. So the fire with Colonel Wilbur's tank on this guy. So they're gonna probably be suppressed. This guy, however, is still not suppressed.
Stay on line.
I'm gonna bolster truck squads.
Go full out!
Go, go.
Maybe they can then assault this position by themselves, but I need to go rally that squad. We're gonna go across this building. Okay, well,
Anyone
fire.
want a speech?
Rally.
Get the BAR up.
Too far for truck squad.
Keep your heads down.
Let's go here on this area and not get into machine gun range yet, and just fire on these guys.
Keep moving. Go, go, go.
Yeah, fire again.
Stay on line.
So those guys are buried in their, getting buried in the
Go,
sand.
go, go.
Okay, let's use the tanks first to make sure that the machine guns are out of action. So then Wilbur. We'll do another fire on those guys. Bam! How do you like them apples, huh? No more range advantage for you motherfuckers. So now... Okay, let's fire a spicy square there. Boom.
Can't see.
Yeah, well, you're in a tank, so I can understand that.
Give them an inch.
Okay, I'm gonna move this tank up here to be able to fire on the third position here. Now, in other missions, I would not do that because you would have very high chance of finding enemy anti-tank crews exactly like in intersections like this or in houses like this, but I am pretty sure in this mission they don't have any tank capabilities. So I'm gonna take a risk and move this guy here. Okay, nobody exploded us. Let's fire.
Hit him first!
Forward. Move up. Watch your flank.
Okay, so basically all of the machine gun positions now should be somehow Yeah. Suppressed. Let's move the final tank up here.
On your right! On your right! Keep moving!
The edge of the range of the machine gun. Okay. Now let's use Lieutenant Wilson to clean up. Down here.
Shift fire! Hit him hard! Keep it up!
Let's see if these guys are brave enough to do an assault by themselves.
Hit him hard!
No good, sir.
Looks like not. Okay. Okay, let's bolster.
Cotton balers, don't let me down.
Assault these guys in the other house.
Lewis, let's go.
Okay, they surrendered, I think. Too far, really? Okay, let's bolster
Hell,
again.
you think this is bad?
Guys,
Move it!
Sweet Jesus, let's go!
Take cover!
down. So these machine gun guys are pretty silent ever since they get bombarded. They're as bombarded by our tanks, huh? So like I said, I don't know how they like their apples. Okay, but then that means we should have a bit terrain here. Let's move up with Dearborn. Still don't want to be taking
Move up! On your right! On your right!
a lot of chances here, so we're gonna stay in cover as much as possible. But it does look like those guys are, yeah, not gonna be buying those machine guns too much anymore. Okay, first platoon, so let's move one jock squad up here
Keep firing!
and take these guys down.
Come on!
Got him. Okay, so maybe we can do a little break here and do a little op plan for how we're gonna continue this mission from here on out. So we don't have so many turns remaining. We should think about how we can get to clear the rest of the map. But this has already been quite a long video, so maybe we'll take a break here and I'll split this video into two parts. And in the next part, like I said, we'll do first a little bit of planning for the rest of the mission and then do the actual assault. Alright, part 2 of the assault on Cape Fidala. We have received some supports from our tanks. Let's see how the situation is looking in right now. So we have first platoon maybe around here. We're grouping around here. We have Dearborn's third platoon going up here, and Lieutenant Wilson's second platoon gonna be coming up here. We have yeah, tanks here, 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 and there's another one I think here, which are helping us with the assault on this objective on the turret control tower here on the left. And remember, we also need to capture the guns here, 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 and here. Possibly here at the top as well. And there are enemy machine guns defending the main objective here, which causes us a lot of trouble in our advance. There are probably some small enemy troops holding out in these machine guns, in these gun pits here. I don't see any other pillbox positions here, but there could still be more enemies in these, hiding in these silos here. So, what is our current plan? We don't have that much time left. We have only okay, this turn we only have Pigeon, we have first platoon, so we're basically at turn 11. So we have 4 turns left. And here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna be using the tanks to continue bombarding these machine guns, these machine gun positions here. And for that we have 3 tanks, which can help. And they are gonna make it very easy for second platoon with Lieutenant Wilson to come in here from the south, and Lieutenant Dearborn with third platoon is gonna assault here from the east. We're going to take then the main objective. While that is happening, we are gonna use Lieutenant Colonel Wilbur's tank to come and support us here at the top, together with first platoon. Clean up the rest of the map. The first platoon is the most experienced one, and Lieutenant Pigeon is the most experienced leader, so we have the most orders there, so we can do a little bit of running and gunning on top here. We gotta, however, be careful about exposing our men too much, so that's why we're gonna use the tank here as a kind of spearhead. And as I said in the second video, in the previous video, later the enemy will also have anti-tank squads and anti-tank capabilities that are going to be waiting around corners or intersections and so on. In this mission I am really sure they don't have that, so I'm going to be a little bit liberal with moving the tank here, using the tank as a kind of a armored scout, but that's not it's not gonna fly in following missions. Okay, that being said, let's get into the mission again, into the nitty-gritty here. Join our boys on the ground again. So Jock Squad just took up this position here. Let's move them ahead. Okay, I don't want to... Yeah, okay, we've seen the machine gun position here. Yeah, they're being kept down by our tanks.
No speeches today. Get this done.
Let's move that boy squad.
We'll do no good standing around.
No, we're not standing around, soldier. Let's try to move also another squad to join their buddies. Move these guys up here. Okay, next turn. So as always, we will begin with the tanks to make sure that these machine gun positions, which churned us up during the initial assault, are not able to do anything.
Don't let up!
I don't have vision. Okay, I need to move him a couple of squares. Let's move him here. And then fire.
Can't see shit.
Yeah, well, you still managed to hit your target. Okay, and then we're gonna move this other tank with the Lieutenant Colonel up here. It's gonna be our little armored scout for first platoon for the top part of the map. So I think there's gonna be some enemy squads here. I can move. Yeah, okay, the leader doesn't have any more actions, so can't do anything. Okay, they have tank. Okay, so really the tanks can't move over this little fence. Okay, fine. Okay, let's end that. Let's get Lieutenant Wilson here to rally these guys because they're getting shook.
Get the lid out.
Let's fix our squad up. So I know that the machine guns can fire on us, so I'm a little bit more courageous here. Let's see if we can move up with Lieutenant Dearborn. There could still be infantry around here. Are you kidding me? They also can move over this fence? Or do you need to have like... Oh. Okay, they probably can't move because they have very... They have very little morale there. Okay, you know what? Let's YOLO it. Okay, they don't want to assault them, but we could fire on them.
Give it to him!
Okay, gonna get some experience at least. Gonna bolster
We
this
shall not falter here.
and move across here.
Watch your flank!
Okay. Can bolster again, and they should be able to.
I think I got one.
Reloading!
I'm thinking. That's too far.
Reloading!
Okay, you know what? Try to take out these machine guns.
Frag out!
Put these poor guys out their miseries. We were bodied by tanks and everything. Okay, that's good. Now we got first platoon. Okay, so basically I'm pretty sure we don't have any more danger from here, from the south of the map. Gotta be careful here at the top. It's unusually quiet around here. Gonna try to move Jock Squad little by little up here and see if we can see anyone. Uh-oh, I thought my game just might have crashed there. I want to occupy this building. Ah, okay, there's somebody there. I don't think they saw us yet, and they're looking at the water. So, like, their friends have been getting shot at and destroyed here at the south of the map, and they're looking at the water. Come on, guys. Okay, third squad. Let's get them up here as well. And bolster and
Come on!
get them all moving here. Maybe we can do the assaults here with Nerd Squad to get some experience in them as well. Okay, we got 3 turns left, so we gotta get moving. Well, yeah, we start with the tanks. So, looks like the tanks can't. Looks like they really can't move across this little fence. Okay, well, we saw up here there's a squad between the guns, so maybe it's the same here, so I'm just gonna preemptively fire there between them. Can move. Tell Wilbur here. Keep these guys down. Looks like they fired back on the tank, but yeah. Okay, now we're gonna use Lieutenant Airborne squads to clean up a... Let's take out these guns here first. Okay, that looks like there's nobody here. Okay, fine. Take one of them. Yeah, it looks like there's nobody there. We'll take the other one. Probably
Bully,
next turn.
give it to him. Keep up.
Yeah, we can use 10 Dearborn squads to kind of clean up around here, but I don't want to capture this yet because remember that's the final objective. And I think if we capture some of these guns before we get a little bit more... I mean, we can capture it and then we can continue the mission and clean the map, but I think if we capture them first we get a little bit more experience or something. So let's... just start cleaning up these machine gun nests. Okay, let's
Gentlemen,
see,
follow me.
in there. There's the other machine gun squad there. Pretty sure if we bolster, should I be able to get him? No, still not. Okay, but then we can fire on this captain. Maybe get some experience. Yeah, see, we got a little bit of experience there. Okay, so I think we pretty much got it solved here in the next turn with these guys, but we got a whole ass here on the top with Jog Squad if we wanna see if there's any special stuff here at these other guns. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move Nerd Squad up here and try to assault these guys with him because they are... Okay, that's too far. Come on, bro. Okay, let's capture this gun. They'll move Nerd Squad literally here right next to them to be able to assault them next turn. And let's... Jog Squad. That's gonna be risky, but... the only way we're gonna be able to recon up here. Okay, looks like no enemies around here. One. 2 turns left. Okay, let's get Jog Squad first here. We captured a French field gun. And we got some prestige. Okay, fine. But where's the field gun? Oh, there's some enemies there. They didn't see us yet. Okay, Nerd Squad, come on.
Come on!
Capture these guys. And then finding more XP for Nerd Squad. Let's leave first platoon for now. Let's clean up top here with second and third platoon. So let's capture this other gun as well. Probably we can assault this MG squad. Not. Okay, this is too far. Then let's do it with Airborne. So, bolster in first, we're gonna take this captain, this main position here. Enemy captain surrendered. Got it. I got a story mission here. So you see we captured the gun and we get a choice here. We could end the mission now for a minor victory, or we could continue for more prestige and more action. So we're gonna continue, although there's not that much left of the enemies anyway. Let's bolster, get this final machine gun squad. Without a leader there. These guys are pretty well dug in here. Okay, that's that part cleaned up. And let's move on with Lieutenant Colonel Wilbur here, and we can assault this this infantry squad. Hello. And goodbye. So I could theoretically capture this gun as well in this turn, but I don't want to because I think then the mission would end completely. And I still want to first see if we can... if going here will give us another field gun or something. And I also want to take this squad out. Can I move Lieutenant Pigeon here maybe? So he can give some extra orders next turn to... no, Jock Squad now. Okay. Alright, looks like we're gonna finish this, his final turn to finish this mission. So, we're gonna use the tank to fight these guys. And actually we can fire again. We're gonna reverse. And we're gonna press. Press gives us another order, and then we're gonna fire again. Well, these guys are, looks like they're pretty tough. Alright, we got another artillery piece, so we secured 2 range guns, then we got some extra prestige. Let's see if we can also assault this squad and get them. Yeah, we got them. The Jock Squad is much more experienced than they are, and we got them from the flanking position from behind. Okay, and now for the final move. We're gonna move Nerd Squad here and capture the final gun. And there we go. Looks like we got all the guns and the control tower. Yeah, I think we can accept the major victory because we really clean up everything on the map. Alright. Yeah, we're tired, the enemy is broken, cut off, but got it. Major victory for the men, major victory for the mission. We had some light casualties. I think we lost like 2 or 3 guys. Remember, if you lose men in the aid your men phase after the mission, be sure to replenish, if possible, the squad so that you don't have them running with missing men, which is gonna cost some prestige points. Yeah, and you invest the rest of the points. And see you guys in the next mission. Peace out.